Yeah.
And that's true for our children too. I mean, how much better are they going to be? They're in an environment with a lot of other kids, a lot of other germs. And so, again, sleep is important to keep them healthy to keep your household healthy, because they're going to bring that stuff back in.
Not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Germs. No. Welcome back to the Healthy Sleep Podcast. We're your hosts, John and David. We're brothers, owners, and operators here at Mattress Grove. We've been manufacturing mattresses for over 55 years. And this podcast was developed to share our experiences, some healthy tips, and some science-backed information that we've learned along the way. So this podcast is all about kids and trying to figure out what's going on when we go back to school.
Back to school. It's that time of year, isn't it?
It is, I think.
It's August.
It is August.
It's August. It's time. I mean, heck, all the kids are, they're so excited. Some are.
We'll see. Yeah,
most
some
aren't.
Nope. Parents are excited.
Parents are excited. It seems that way. Yeah. Let's talk about.
I want to hear something, because I heard you got 100.
I did.
You got a sleep score of 100.
I did, but it wasn't last night.
Nope.
No.
Oh, it was over the weekend?
No. Heck no. I got a 75 last night. I feel slumpy.
Oh. I thought that 100 would carry over.
Heck no. You can't carry it. It's called sleep debt.
Oh.
I can't. Now I'm in debt.
Uh-oh. Well.
That ain't good. But I did over the weekend. Yep. I did get 100. It was good. It was good. I felt good. I got a good workout in the next day, and I got a good workout in the day before, and I think that helps.
Yeah.
Well, but I went to bed at the right time and got up at the early.
Well, we behaved too this weekend.
We did behave. Yeah.
We had a long week, busy week, good week,
great week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, last week was a fantastic week. Helped a lot of people get a lot more sleep, better night's sleep. Good rest.
No, hey, that's why we sleep good. Because we help people.
Absolutely. How'd you do? Did you do good?
I slept okay.
Okay.
I had a lot of chores this weekend.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I was trying to clean up a lot of messes. So
you had to do some mudding.
I had to do some mud, a little sheetrock.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't punch a hole in a wall.
Oh, okay.
But I had some cracks I had to fix.
You had to fix a crack, mudding. I didn't know. You told me you were mudding. I didn't know if you were Jeep mudding or you were mudding the walls.
Well, I would love that. Then I would have slept great. If I was out in the mud, slinging mud and all that in the rain and everything else, because the rain, man, it would be a great weekend to take it out.
Do some mudding.
Yeah.
That's why I thought you were mudding, but you were. Sand.
Yep. Yeah. So
anyway,
it was all good.
Yeah. Well, heck, let's dive into try to help people get a better night's sleep and help the kids.
Help the kids. That's what it's all about. Trying to help the kids, because if you help the kids do good, then the parents do good.
The parents do great. You're exactly right. And if if you guys get anything out of this podcast, please share it. Also hit the bell notifications so that you know that we drop another podcast. We're dropping them pretty often now, so make sure you don't miss one. It may be about your kids, it may be about your health, maybe about your sleep, maybe about your exercise.
Could be about napping,
nutrition.
Who knows?
That's right. Could be about naked naps. We talk about that too. Sometimes. No, we're not talking about that.
No, we're not talking about that.
No, we're talking about kids. We can't talk about naked naps. You got to lock the door.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, well, good. So, let's dive into it. I mean, I know everybody here, if you have a child, and even if you don't have a child, you used to be a child.
Yeah.
So, but if you have a child, summertime gets kind of out of whack. Our systems our system, not only our bodily systems, but our systems throughout the day change. We don't have the same routines. We might have gone to camp, but I know I got a 7-year-old, so I can relate, and I'll share some of those stories. But we talk to a lot of professionals, and one person that I think of that talks a lot about kids and sleep is Terry, our good friend Terry Crawley.
Yep.
And she wrote a book about sleep and how to talk to your kids, and it's actually more about the narrator was more about a pillow and an 8-year-old child named Sam. The pillow was called Snoozeby, but they had a fight. The child didn't want to go to bed. The pillow knew he needed to go to bed, but that's we ought to get Terry on our podcast.
That'd be
sometime.
good. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing the information she has to share.
Yeah, that would be cool because she's a clinical professional that can talk more about the brain and what happens in the kid's brain and so forth. But that book is called Snoozeby and the Great Big Bedtime Battle.
Yep.
So they fight. The pillow Snoozeby likes to fight with Sam, and when Sam wins and doesn't go to sleep, he doesn't perform very well at school.
Right. Yep.
But when Snoozeby wins, then everything gets better.
Everybody gets better.
But anyway, y'all if y'all check out that book.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one. But yeah, we should get Terry on.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Because again, I mean, it's interesting the battle that happens. I mean, I know, all three of my girls did the same thing. They fought and didn't want to go to bed. I guess there's FOMO. They fear of missing out. Mm-hmm. And several parents that I've talked to are just like, well, I mean, do you have a mattress that kids just go to? And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. Well, the one with the straps, they strap you down. I was like, oh no, we don't. We definitely don't have those. But some parents do. They buy a new mattress and they buy a new bunk beds and stuff like that to encourage their kids to go to sleep and stuff. But I think during the summertime when you get the physical activity, when you're at camp, you play hard, your kids almost want to go to bed because they're so tired.
Yeah. And
so they just kind of lay down. Once you get them to settle down for a second, then they're out.
Yep.
So, that it's that calming down effect that happens. But
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It seems to me, I know, I feel like my child is, the routine is just not there. So,
mm-hmm.
He stays up later, goes to bed later, and then, we don't force him to go to bed. We like his company, and so we don't force him to go to bed, so he naturally stays up later. Maybe he sleeps in a little bit more, but the professionals say, since if you do get in that routine, which, hey, I totally get it, because we're in that routine right now.
Right.
So I'm going to do what the professionals say, and as a matter of fact, Christy and I, we talked last night, we're going to start, going to bed earlier, 15 minutes earlier every night instead of trying to do it all at one time, because it's just normal. I mean, for us, if we weren't aware about it, we would just wait until next week, and all of a sudden we got 2 days and we got to cut an hour of sleep or an hour of playtime, because that's playtime for Finn. So what we're going to do is we're going to start doing 15-minute increments. So, for example, I'm not saying he goes to bed at 11. Let's use 10.
Realistic, yeah.
But last night he did go 11. So anyway, we're bad parents. So we'll start at 10, and then so tonight we'll go at 9:45.
Right.
Tomorrow we'll go at 9:30, and then it won't be such a big change for him either.
To get back, yep.
But the key is, and we talk about this a lot, is that getting up at the same time in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we'll ratchet that back as well, and then figure that out. But that's what the experts say, because I've been reading about it.
They do definitely. And I don't know what the experts say in my situation, because back to school. Tinsley's going back to school, but she's going to college.
Back to college.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna be free. It's gonna be oh, wait a minute, what time do I go to bed? I don't have to worry about somebody being there.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about fixing somebody's dinner. Not that I'm happy or excited about it.
Don't be excited about it. Tinsley's watching.
Upset. Yeah, I'm a little upset that she's not going to be there, but maybe I can get my sleep routine right.
Yeah.
She won't be waking me up at 11 o'clock at night talking to her friends.
Well, she's going to have to call you. She's going to have to call you.
I'm a DND her. Do not disturb me while I'm sleeping. Yeah, I will catch you in the morning. You know what? When I wake up in the morning, because I'm gonna be so rested.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna have so much energy. I'll call her.
Yeah, no, she'll appreciate that.
Yeah, she'd love that. 5:15. I might even be up at 5.
Well, she might be already lifeguarding by then. So,
well, she could do that too.
Yeah, which would be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So I got that. I got a little different situation, but I do remember what you're talking about and how that back to school and trying to take a little bit of bite out of it every single day would be really, really beneficial. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a big thing. Another thing that experts say, and know, I don't think this ever worked. Well, actually, it probably did when I was a teenager because I thought I needed like 20 hours of sleep.
Oh, yeah.
But the amount of sleep that kids need now, or what they say we need as children, because, from age 3 to 5, their kids are supposed to get 10 to 13 hours a day.
Yeah. It seems
now,
like
it
a
could
lot.
be nap. It could be part, you could do 8 and 3, or you could do 8 and 4, whatever. The nap's a part of that. And most 3 to 5 year olds take naps, but that's a lot. That's a big part of time. And so, but that's a burden, and I don't want to say it's a burden. It's a task that parents have to have.
Yep.
We have to help them with that. But that being said, we have to, if they're going to school, then we need to make sure they're going to bed early so that they get that extra sleep. They say from 6 to 12 age, you need 9 to 12 hours.
Yeah.
So, again, that's a lot. So my child needs 9 to 12 hours. I can tell you, he's on edge.
Yep.
I mean, but let's make sure we're consistent.
That's right. And it makes sense to me because, you got to think about their brain and how much of a sponge it is and how much information and stuff it's taken in. And so does it need that much time to repair and process and, compartmentalize everything that you learned that day? Absolutely.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it really does make a lot of sense now that I'm on this side of it thinking about it.
Right.
I'm like, before I was just like, you're just tired. I'm tired. You go to bed.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, no, you're going to bed to process. You're processing all that information. You're storing it where, your brain's storing it where it needs to be. Physically, your body's growing constantly, so your body's sitting there trying to rejuvenate itself. So yeah, I mean, all that is. I almost feel like I need that much sleep now because I'm that energetic and I'm bringing all this new information in.
Yeah,
so I'm going to start taking naps at work.
Well, you can. There's no problem with it. I got no problem.
Perfect.
with it.
As long as I'm more productive, right?
Meredith might have a problem with it. Yvonne may have a problem with it. They go in the showroom, see you in there snoring and drooling. And now look, I will bring my own. Drooling. You need a pillow protector.
I'll bring my own pillow protector, and I'll bring a mattress protector too.
Yeah, because we're not having any drooling on the dang showroom samples. But no, no question, I need more sleep, quality sleep, if I'm doing a lot of things. And so whether it's exercising or just working hard. So kids definitely. I mean, they like you said, they're such sponges. Their brain. I mean, that we know that there's only certain times during sleep that our brain is actually cleaning.
Right.
So we got to clean all that out. Well, guess what? Their brains are working. Then that's why they remember so well, because they have a cleaner brain.
That's right.
Better cells, better all that.
So you as a parent better start behaving when your child starts sleeping better, because their memory's better and they know what you did.
They definitely do.
Yep,
absolutely. And then the teenage years, so from 13 to 18, we need 8 to 10 hours.
Right.
So I'd say we need 8 to 10. Anyway, I know they say 7 to 8 once you get adult, but somewhere in between, I guess 7 and 10.
8's the magic number.
8's the magic number.
Yep.
8's magic for me.
Yep.
I mean, I can go on 7 for a long time, but I start getting under that. And I went for a few years under 7 when I was CrossFitting a lot, and it was a toll. It took a toll. It took a toll on me for sure.
No doubt.
Just physically and mentally, and if you don't get that sleep, that's when our immune system starts to suffer. As a kid, I hope they don't get heart issues or diabetes and things. But as parents, we do. As older adults, when you don't get good sleep, get sleep deprivation, we're irritable, hard to get along with. Our cognitive ability goes way down. So that's what happens. And a lot of times, it's kind of like, I was talking to a gentleman today on the phone. He actually called on John and David line. We were talking about different stuff, but we were talking about how he was sharing with me how a mattress, as it loses its support and comfort, it just happens over a period of time. So that's the same thing as sleep and cognitive ability and all that. We don't know because it's so slow. It's kind of like aging. You don't notice your friends and everything aging. But, you go back to a class reunion, like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, Susie over there, she don't look like she did in high school. But you know what? Susie's looking at her going, I know about John Grove. He sure don't look like he did either. And I'm sitting there looking in the mirror going, I look just like I used to.
That's right.
Because I don't see it, So, but that's the same thing as the mattress does. as and same thing. While we don't realize that we're not getting a good night's sleep. Oh, I can sleep for 6 hours. Well, you can.
You can,
but you're not performing at your very best ability. Is what is my experience and what the experts say.
Right, and again, you talked about the immune system and stuff like that. I mean, your immune system may be pretty good, but think about how good it could be if you were actually getting the right amount of sleep.
Yeah,
and that's true for our children too. I mean, how much better are they going to be? They're in an environment with a lot of other kids, a lot of other germs. And so, again, sleep is important to keep them healthy to keep your household healthy because they're going to bring that stuff back in.
Not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Germs.
No, that is not good. Not good at all. And, obviously we could talk about the mattress, and we're happy to talk about the mattress anytime because that helps. To your point, you can get a fort bedroom, you can get a bunk bed bedroom or whatever in your bedroom. But one thing that I've experienced is if you include the child on picking out a new mattress, finding one that's supportive. We hear all the time, I've been doing this a long time. We've been doing this for over 55 years. Well, not me personally, but our business has. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and I've heard it many times. My kids I don't need to worry about the mattress. I just need a mattress.
Right.
Well, our kids need it just as much as we do because again, like you said, our bones and our body as a child are growing, are getting strong, and they need that support.
Yep.
And I mean, imagine if you slept in a hammock all the time and you're in a or a sofa. Your back's not gonna grow right because you need to be aligned. That's 8 hours, 10 hours. We just talked about how long it needs to be. So whether it's a crib or your next a twin or a full size, queen size,
and most kids they can't tell you whether they like a bed or not, or whether it feels good or not. They don't know.
They don't know.
So if you don't get them a good mattress with good support, like you're talking about, they can't tell you. Yeah. They just sore all the time.
That's right.
Because a lot of times they're sore anyway from growing pains.
Exactly. So I know mine is. Good Lord, his feet hurt all the time. It's like good grief. But that's what we do here. We're happy to have that conversation. If you go to mattressgrove.com, you're going to see mainly our more premium products, which I would definitely recommend that for one of my children. But we're also happy to talk to you about other products that you may see out there that you want to know, is this something that might be good for my kids? And we'll tell you honestly if we know, because we don't know everything, but we can certainly try to help. And so you can reach out to us at call John and David line at 336-280-0077. I mean, we're just here to help. We're just here to always help. And
that's right.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And please call us and give us some feedback. Let us know what's working for you and your child, because we want to share that back out. Again, it's all about sharing information with our community so that everybody can share and have a better night's sleep and be healthier. That's what it's all about. That's sleep and health.
Yep, absolutely. Every day, I love getting up and just knowing that I might be able to help one more person get a better night's sleep.
And you did today.
Yeah, I did.
Already?
Absolutely, yeah. I had Nick call from on the John and David line, and
that's right.
He had some questions, and he's all good now. He's all good.
Absolutely. Well, I just helped Paul.
Yep.
So Paul's good.
Yep, Paul's good.
So,
yep, absolutely.
I mean, we got a lot of good things happening.
Yeah, we can go down the line, but y'all feel free to call us or DM us on Instagram or TikTok or LinkedIn, Facebook.
Yvonne's got us everywhere.
Yvonne, you got us everywhere? Yvonne's got us everywhere.
That's right.
We on Snapchat? Awesome. No, we're not on Snapchat.
Well,
we're not
we
snapping.
Will be now. You brought it up.
No, we don't want to snap.
Mary's going to have an account for us in about 5 minutes.
We'll be snapping. Snap. Don't you leave me open.
It's all fun. Yeah, I don't want to be left open. That would be terrible. That'd be a bad feeling. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
No, I know. Now we got to keep. We got to keep the what they call it? Keep the roll going, or keep the. I don't know what they call it.
Something. I'm not doing it right now.
No, I'm not doing it. I
might do it. I don't know. Hey, try it. I see if I do.
Snap me. Yep. Yeah. All right. No, that's good.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, let's talk. So, what I have heard people talk about is kids getting back to school. We talked about the timing, getting to bed earlier. So, because we're going to get up earlier. getting that routine. But I think just maybe consistency is what the major thing. And I mean, that's kind of discipline and consistency
Right.
is I mean, that's kind of life, right? But at least we can be aware to now.
Yeah.
If you're watching this podcast, obviously, and you have children, now's a great time to start so that you have a few days or a couple weeks, depending on what school they go to. But be consistent. You get that nighttime. More importantly, as we talk about, get that morning time. Morning time, whether it's 6:30, 6 o'clock, 5:30, whatever you can do is make sure you get that. If we get up at 5:30 every day, our bodies will tend to be ready to go to bed by 7:38 or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And so our children will be the same way.
That's right. Well, and again, I think I think a lot of the other things that come into play that we talk about on a regular basis is limiting screen time before bed.
Sure.
Prepare that time before bed. Let them know that, hey, look, we are going to go start getting ready for bed, and so we're going to cut down on the screen time. We're going to read a book. We're going to have dinner together. Whatever those things are to set that tone that here's where we're headed. Hopefully can help. I've heard several people say that if I get a good routine, then everything's good. But then all of a sudden everybody goes on vacation or a holiday comes and then lose that routine, and so you got to reestablish it. But once you start to establish it and establish that routine, everything sort of falls into place. But several things. But I think that starting point is what you're talking about, getting that time frame down, and then adding these other things in.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. The experts tell me that just what you're saying, it helps not only in the household, but that calming of whatever those things do. Pick a couple of them. Whether it's, like you said, read a book to your child, or if your child's older than that, let them read a book. But it also sets our brain. It's a neurological situation to where the things that we consistently do tells our brain it's time for sleep. Right. So our brain starts to get ready for it, whether it's take a warm shower or whether it's, we should brush your teeth. But whatever that is so important because it's setting your brain's going, oh, I know it's time for bed. Right. And like you and I have talked about, if I start to read at night, my brain knows it's time to go to bed. Matter of fact, I usually
my brain goes, stop now.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's important. And then going back to the morning time, getting up consistently is so key. And then, if you have older children, get them to go outside and walk the dog, or, go outside, just get that sunlight, because it sets your circadian rhythm. If you decide, and this is the problem, again, this is what experts tell me is, if you decide to sleep in that morning, then get up at 10 or 11, now you're resetting your circadian rhythm again, in the wrong way. So that's why when Monday comes, even if you go to bed early Sunday night, Monday comes, your circadian rhythm's messed up. Right. You're causing stress, and cortisol is created in your body, so that's stress, and then now you can't sleep. Mm-hmm. You can go to sleep at 8:30 on Sunday night, but usually you're going to kind of drift in and out because you've got this cortisol built up. Now you're stressing. Now you can't sleep, and you're thinking about things. We like to say, because I know I do this, we like to think, well, that's because I'm stressing for what's going on Monday. Right. But I don't think that it's as much that from what the doctors and experts tell me. It's more because I built that cortisol up.
Built it up, yeah.
And then so now I'm creating stress hormones because stress hormones, and then
Well, once you build that up and start worrying about something, start stressing about something, every single time that I know of that I allow that stress or that worry to continue to fester and grow, it gets worse and worse and bigger and bigger, and then all of a sudden it's not even true.
Right.
But it feels real.
Oh, it's real.
And then you can't, and then you can't relax, and then you can't think, and then you can't do anything that you're trying to do. And so then it just blows everything out of proportion. Yeah. And so, again, I do that often, and I'm trying to get better at it. And, I think there's a couple steps that a couple people have talked about. You can kind of push on your chest, and it'll slow things down, make you think. Yeah. Change your mindset. They said, go outside, look around at the grass, look at the trees, look at the area around you, and you'll realize that whatever you're worried about is not there. And then breathing techniques.
Breathing's good.
So
all that, any of that, being present, being aware where you are, being present where you are.
Yeah.
But you got to get your brain.
How do you get your children to do that?
Yeah, I mean,
Just
calm
worry about
That's
everything.
Right.
Just calm down. Everything needs to be calm for them.
Yep.
Best you can.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Reading together, just doing those things before bedtime, that will help them. I know, because if I run around the house with my 7-year-old, he's not going to be ready for bed for an hour.
I'll come over and run around.
No, you're not allowed to come over and run around with either.
We love kicking the ball in the house.
Yeah, we do. Well, we are a soccer family.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
But, and again, not to beat a dead horse, but keeping your room dark, keeping your kids' room dark, keeping it cool, having nice, comfortable sheets and a nice pillow that they like. Again, get them involved as much as you can. Obviously, sometimes we just have to pull the trigger, but get them involved, and then they will like to go to bed, and they will appreciate it, because it's just like, I love going to bed. I love getting in my bed and just snuggling with my pillow and just boom, and then I'm out. And if I wake up, then I just remember how comfortable I was before and go right back to sleep. Not always, but most of the time, that's how it works.
That's true. I agree.
Yep. No, that's a good thing. One thing I think this is a Terry Crawley quote, but she talks about if we don't make sleep a priority, if parents don't make sleep a priority, then how can we expect our kids to make sleep a priority? And this is not a short term thing. I mean, this is something that we're setting our kids up for the future when they're by themselves. Because as you and I both know, because we also have older children, that our children like to say no, and you don't know what you're talking about, and all these things while they're growing up in the house.
Yes.
But once they get out of the house, then they reflect back, and they don't think that we're so crazy, and they understood that we were twice their age, and we had been through all these experiences. So they will remember, whether they decide to go out and party or they decide to do an overnight or whatever one time, they'll remember that, hey, you know what, I need to get back to reality, I need to get back to my sleep routine, and they'll remember. So let's as parents, we owe our kids to show them what good sleep is.
Absolutely. I mean, Jack's coming back to you, sharing stuff and saying, look, I learned this from you, and Morgan is too. There are two oldest.
Yep.
Now the middle ones,
they're still figuring it out.
I love them to death.
Oh yeah,
but they're going to start to figure it out too, and come back and say thank you for this and thank you for that piece. But again, it starts now, and as you start to develop that sleep habit and those good habits, they will carry it on along. They really will.
They will.
They'll forget it for a little while, but they'll come back to it.
But as good parents, and I know everybody that's listening there, we all do the best we can.
Absolutely.
There's no book. I mean, we can read Snoozeby and all that, and they're good books.
Good books.
But there's no book you can read and say, okay, well on August 1st, this is what we're going to do, and this is how the day's going to go, because it's just not how. And that would be boring. That'd be boring. If my book told me how my day was going to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But it's I think that's a good conversation. I mean, I know it always helps me to have that conversation, because I'm going to be better. I'm gonna help my children.
Yep.
Tonight.
Absolutely. We can only do better with what we know, and we're learning we learn every day. And so again, that's a great opportunity to start talking about it. And we're getting ready to go into that next transition back to school. So let's get our children back to school.
Get them back to school
the right way, with all the strengths and powers that we could possibly give them.
That's right. Yep. And if there's one takeaway, because we talked about a lot of things, is don't make it complicated. No. Just make it simple. Take one thing at a time. If it's just be calm, just be calm and set a time. I mean, you can't make anybody go to sleep. Nobody can make me go to sleep except for God. And my body will make me go to sleep if I stay up long enough. But
it will.
But don't stress out over it. Just don't make it complicated. Let's just make a little small changes, and and include. I think the key is to include, your child and your spouses into what we're doing. Because if we're all included, I mean, heck, then it's a lot then we're a lot more apt to do it rather than say, you need to go to bed at 4:30 or 7:30 at night. And they're like, no, let's talk about it.
But what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. So
we're all going to change our routine.
We're all going to do it. And don't make it complicated. Make it simple. Well, heck, if you have anything else for the healthy sleep community,
I just please share share back with us, call us at John and David line. It's a great opportunity for us to get some more information to share and know what's working out there, so we do appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us a call anytime on that call John and David line, which it shows up on our website, but it's 336-280-0077. We are only here to help. We're not here to sell anything. Other than hopefully we sell some knowledge that you can get a better night's sleep and you can help other people get a good night's sleep.
It's all free.
Yeah, that's right. It's all free. Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of helping you get a good night's sleep, if you already sleep good, but you know somebody that doesn't sleep good, or maybe it's somebody that has some children that maybe they're struggling with it, or you just have some children, share this podcast with them. Maybe it'll be something that will help them get a better night's sleep. But you can always go to mattressgrove.com, and you can find a lot of answers there as well. That's the company that Dave and I run. Been running it now for a few decades, but it's been in business. Our family's owned it for over 55 years. We're third generation.
Yep.
And we love helping people get a better night's sleep. I know that's a cliche, but we 100%, that's why we come to work every day. That's why I actually wake up every day. I mean, to help people get a better night's sleep.
Yep.
For sure. We mentioned before, we're on Instagram. Go check us out. We love Instagram. We love Facebook. We love TikTok, LinkedIn.
Look out. Might be snapping
if Vine puts us on a snap. I don't know. You never know. I don't know how to snap, so y'all have to teach me. But
we'll learn.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it. But until next time,
get better sleep.
Let's go.